You are completely asleep, drooling on your pillow, with zero awareness of the world around you. By every biological definition, you are entirely helpless at this moment. Now, imagine you are not in your warm bedroom, but inside a thin, fragile nylon. Only a millimeter of fabric separates you from a vast forest full of lethal apex predators. Lions, bears, wolves, and leopards are prowling just beyond that flimsy wall. They can hear your heartbeat from across a clearing and smell your skin from miles away. They see perfectly in the pitch black, while you lie there with your eyes tightly closed. Yet, you wake up completely untouched the next morning, every single time. A sleeping human is just slow, quiet meat that cannot fight back or even run away. You would think predators would circle campsites every night like an all-you-can-eat buffet. But they do not. They almost never do. The reason for this is an invisible, ancient agreement between humans and the wild. This agreement goes back further than civilization, further than agriculture itself. To predators, humans as a species are genuinely and deeply terrifying. We do not have sharp claws, we are not fast, and we are not particularly strong. On paper, we look like a complete evolutionary disaster for an animal. Yet, sound recordings of normal human voices make mountain lions flee in absolute terror. They will abandon a fresh kill they worked hours for just to escape the sound of our. The discomfort of being near humans heavily outweighs the burning pangs. Lions, tigers, and jaguars across the world systematically alter their routes to avoid us. These massive beasts have decided at a species level that being near us is never worth the risk. We have been hunting and killing large predators so effectively that we shaped their genetics. Humans wiped out mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and cave bears within thousands of years. The bold predators that approached human camps in the past were systematically wiped out. Only the cautious animals that treated humans as a lethal hazard survived to reproduce. Over countless generations, that extreme caution became a hardwired biological instinct. When a leopard picks up your scent, an ancient inherited alarm goes off inside its nervous system. A biological memory screams at the beast to turn around and move away immediately. Now consider how you smell to a creature with a highly sensitive nose. A bear can smell things 7 times stronger than a bloodhound. When these animals approach a sleeping human, they receive a flood of bizarre chemical data. You smell wrong, covered in synthetic fabrics like nylon, polyester, and manufacturing. You smell like artificial soap, processed food snacks, shampoo, and insect repellent. Beneath the artificial layers, you smell like a strange, unpredictable primate. A predator's hunting instinct is a finely tuned system calibrated to specific, familiar prey. A wolf strike is triggered by the movement and smell of deer, not an anomaly like you. Anomalies trigger intense caution rather than aggression in the mind of a wild prey. Then there is the universal, primal terror of the campfire. Fire produces a native fear response across virtually all land-dwelling animals. Animals that feared fire survived ancient wildfires, while the fearless ones died out. For nearly 2 million years, sleeping next to a crackling fire has been our standard procedure. A campfire broadcasts a glowing signal into the dark that says a dangerous fire controller is. Movies have spent decades falsely portraying apex predators as reckless killing machines. In reality, large predators are extraordinarily careful because they have no health insurance. A single broken leg or deep bite wound means a slow, agonizing death by starvation. Every decision a predator makes is a strict survival and caloric risk calculation. An unfamiliar human fails this calculation because their behavior is completely unpredictable. You might wake up screaming, thrash unexpectedly, or wield a sharp hidden tool. Furthermore, our upright, bipedal posture makes us look imposing even when we rest. Standing on 2 legs is a universal threat display used by gorillas and angry bears. Why would a predator risk its life attacking an unknown anomaly when an easy deer is near? The risk-reward math simply does not work out for a rational wild animal. Your sleep is also not nearly as deep or defenseless as you think it is. Humans experience sleep in distinct cycles, constantly returning to lighter REMs. During these light stages, your brain filters sensory inputs through a sentinel function. A snapping twig or a sudden shift in air pressure will snap you awake instantly. The heavy sleepers of our evolutionary past were caught and did not pass on their genes. We sleep in lighter, shorter cycles because our history demanded we remain alert to the dark. Finally, humans almost never camp alone. We travel, live, and sleep in tight groups. Predators look for isolation, targeting the one animal cut off from the herd. A camp of humans is a collective defense situation that threatens chaos for an intruder. Of course, rare attacks still happen, but they always follow a broken rule. It involves a starving predator, an injured beast with broken teeth, or a toxic habitat. When an ecosystem is healthy and intact, the ancient rules of caution hold strong. Our generated fear ripples outward, changing the behavior of the entire global food web. You carry 10,000 generations of successful apex survival written directly into your DNA. The next time you lie in the dark, listening to the rustling forest, breathe easy. That little pulse of anxiety is just an ancient instinct keeping you sharp. The terrifying thing outside the tent is staying out there because it knows better.